Yes, we are, because that's the pressure. Uh, in that release, press release, press sure release. The pressure release. So the press release, the paper chase information superhighway as it goes on, you know. It's still the same with the electricity of the trees and the lightning in the sky. So that doesn't change. As our money system and as our electrical cells in electric foods that we eat. Okay? So information is brought to us basically ahead of time. Ahead of time. Not just you thinking before that, but ahead of time. Time is held there. Ahead of time. That's what I have. Ahead of time here today. Okay, so we're gonna spend some time. We're gonna spend some money today because we have ahead of time. Yes, we presented cinematography, cinematically, the information of the Russian relationship, family relationship, familiarity of the Caucasus, I guess what they said, Caucasus Mountains. I said Caucasus Mountains. And they went straight from there in Russia to Tel Aviv, Israel. And yet these people today who live in Israel have not one time mentioned that they're allied or have been an ally to these people in Russia long back in the 1900s when Israel was being established. And these people were their security. Were in security. Now the insecurity of their personalities are showing up. The boiling over, the volcanic thing in Hawaii, you see? Push it real good, push the button. Oh, we just playing. We ain't really mean to scare y'all, we ain't really push the button. But suddenly, the emotional outburst of the volcanic eruption that goes on and on, goes on. Well, it's a building process. We're going to take that from that. We're going to use that. So, now, it's a beautiful thing to be able to speak the truth and know the truth. Now, when I spoke of showing you all this, where these people lived down in Texas, on the coastal states, where most of them so-called Jews lived, off their TV show. It showed that most of them live in these coastal areas. Well, the hurricanes hit last time when they got all that money, and the guy from the Houston team said he was only wanted so much money, but he got millions of dollars, and so many of the Hollywood stars showed up. But the hurricane hit, but those people live fine. Not okay. Interesting, isn't it? Well, locally, no, let me tell that correctly. Well, when I saw that, and then the hurricanes hit after that. Okay, I saw the story where they were showing where most of them live on the coastal area in the United States. That's where they live at. And then that's when the so-called terrible hurricane hit. After I saw that premonition, divine fortune, listening, ear hustling on the information superhighway. I'm ear hustling on information superhighway. Yeah. Man, I ain't doing it like that. And run snitching, telling y'all what's going on that I see. Yeah. So, and then locally, this news person on the channel was talking about, he shows a thunderstorm that was coming due to the fires that were burning so hot, the wildfires, that it created a thunderstorm. Nature comes. Boy, when nature comes, she brings it all, doesn't she? She's bringing it. It's bringing that life force into the power. Remember now, I said all that is combined now: air, earth, fire, gas, and water. If it's global warming within the atmosphere, something's going on beyond the atmosphere as well. Pressure is there. Press, release. Press, sure. Okay, let's do them. High pressure, either way, okay? So, he showed that. And how it's creating a storm. And the scientists show where you can create a hurricane. You can create a hurricane from on the ocean currents, from a large amount of heat. I mean, just heat in one localized area for a period of time. Hurricane pops up. They know that they've done it. They say, yeah, that's no problem. Easily done. Just as we saw Wilhelm Reich bring rain with the copper beams to the farmers, to the black farmers. You down south, you see, we work together even then down south. Black folks and the white folks. Okay, yeah, we were slavery and all that, but there was a time when we worked together. They're trying to make it racist and all of that. Distractions. All of a sudden, the Russian voting thing is no longer in the news. How they interrupted. Suddenly, this is. Okay, no problem with that issue. None whatsoever. Okay? But yeah, that's how can they not have a relationship with those Russians there when they were so important in the building processes of their nation, of the nation building there, because they handle security for Israel, the Russian that came from that country. So they handle security for them now. Possibly. Okay, so let's formulate all these things and show where it is we can be available to bring forth our recognized efforts for a better life. Yes, we have to recognize what it is we've done, what we can do according to what they're doing, because as we can see, they're not going to stop what they're doing. So we have to put forth some kind of effort to manufacture a recognizable living for us in whatever ways it is. Doesn't matter now. We have to be able to do that for ourselves, because that's how they're getting us. With a dramatic delivery, cinematography, entertainment, distractions. Okay, so recognize the historical aspect of the relationship from that perspective, what they're not telling us. This is a very powerful relationship. How can they go into a living, all these years, they never said these people who live in Israel are allies to the people who live in Russia. Has anyone ever mentioned that? I mean, do we mention that in these days and times, in modern times? I just saw where they said British royal family for the first time went to Israel. Whatever, it was named Harry, the first one that went. Wow, interesting. So white folks, see, all this time, they never went to visit those white folks. These white folks, they claim they never visited one another. I don't believe that. For 1 minute, that's the first time they ever visited there. Wow. Okay. So, but I see now where they're keeping quiet about being an ally to the Russian so-called Jews. and the Jews, so-called Jews in Israel, Tel Aviv, and all of that. How can you be quiet about that? Why would you be quiet about that? I so love this life for bringing this energy to us, for bringing this resourceful thing for us, so we can live in truth and make ourselves free. My heart is light as a feather, okay? In this gas phase, and snatched the mask off long time ago. As a matter of fact, we snatch them off all the time, 24/7, if need be. This time of the year where I am, the sun is getting hot. Skin changes its color. You see, so joyful living is here for us because the truth is allowing us to manifest the truth and the uncomfort in them that they've been living. And so everything that they're doing, it's evasive tactics. These are all evasive tactics that are going on now. See, so these cloak and dagger moves of information uh, is giving us the answers. Okay, so let's deal with that.